It's time to get your Clix fix.
Hello, and welcome back to Clix Fix. I'm Rory. It's been 2 days now since I've played with these pint-sized plastic people. I just did a video yesterday. I'm doing another one today. It's a long weekend, so I have a little bit of extra time. But yeah, and today's going to be not different, but not normal. We'll do a little bit of both of an unboxing, and we're going to do a one awesome Clix team build. So we're going to start with the unboxing. And it's this guy. I know a lot of people have unboxed this Beholder already, and so a little late to the game. I was on a trip. I was wondering if I was going to get it from another place. Finally ended up getting it. But yeah, and just the box. The box is amazing. They did a really good job. Ooh, that's bright light on that thing. It's like, yeah. I haven't played Dungeons and Dragons for a while, but I hope to do so again, probably with my brothers all online. But let's pull it out because it's hard to see in plastic. Got this fun little knife while I was on my trip in Mexico. Obsidian blade. Okay, card stuck to the inside. First, we'll start with. Ooh, let's get some scissors. Good, good, good. Okay, got that cat one. Oh, there's another one. Okay. All these little plastic things to hold it in. It's nice. Keep it safe. It's kind of annoying when you're finally wanting to get it out. Man, this thing is beautiful. It's huge. Oh, man. I have another one. I do not have another. 1 second. Let's do some size comparison here. Let's grab one of the newer ones. Most of my display stuff up here is kind of older pieces that I just like. So it's not. Oh, we'll just use this guy. It's the Deadpool with the trophy. So it's about the size of a normal Heroclix figure. This guy, I mean, Deadpool's pretty tall. Like he's on a pedestal, stuff like that. So he's not. Most of them aren't that tall. But man, that Beholder, he's huge, beefy. But I think that's a pretty accurate representation of how big they are in in Dungeons and Dragons. I've never gone up against a Beholder whenever I played. But if you have, if you know more about it, I guess, hey, the monster manual is partially on here, right? Did it say what their size is? No. But I think the actual monster manual would say their size. All right. Then also, we get. Oh no! The treasure box just popped right off the base. Treasure chest. I mean, that's an easy fix. That can just glue right back on. But yeah. All right. Got a trusty D20. I have so many of these. Well, a lot of the ones I have are roll downs for that I used when I was playing a lot of Magic. So they just kind of rotate, and just one number follows the other. And this bag of holding looks pretty cool. Looks like a happy face. Look at that. But let's take a quick read on these things that come with the holder. Here's the cards. Now we're gonna end with the Beholder because we're doing the one awesome Clix build, and he is the main piece in that we're building around for that. So we'll just look at the other stuff first. So the treasure chest. These aren't terrain. I guess they're a subset of terrain. They're objects. The bag of holding costs 10. Treasure chest costs 5. They are. Oh wait, no. Okay, yeah. Treasure chest is a special object. Bag of holding is equipment. Okay, treasure chest. Indestructible. At the beginning of your turn, roll a d20. Until your next turn, treasure chest has characters in the same square as or adjacent to treasure chest can use the resulting effect. It's a bunch of different stuff. I'm not going to read over all of them. I'm not going to make that long. But 20 is what you want to roll. So you could, because then you could choose an effect and then roll again. But yeah, those are all really good options. Just looking at them real quickly. But then here's the more loot sideline active. When an opposing character is KO'd by a friendly effect, after resolutions generate this object from your sideline in the square it last occupied. So there you don't, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, you don't need to pay the 5 points for it if you're putting it on the sideline, right? And then it can come out. Otherwise, if you're paying the 5, it is one of the 3 terrain markers or subsets that gets put out on the board at the beginning of the game. I like that. Probably going to have that on the sideline on a lot of my builds from here on out. Okay, bag of holding. This equipment. Qualifying keywords, mystical and warrior. I do like my mysticals. I do like my warriors. Effect. This character picks up an object. You may place an object. So any object. Okay. When they pick up an object, you may place it on Bag of Holding's card. Power, place an object on Bag of Holding's card into an adjacent square. Free, choose an effect. Sorry. Still got this cold. But free, choose an effect from an object on Bag of Holding's card for this character use until they choose again. Wait, so take a power action to place an object on Bag of Holding's card into an adjacent square. So you take it off the card and put it into an adjacent square. And then free, choose an effect from an object on Bag of Holding's card for this character to use until they choose again. Huh. So why would you ever do the power to put it? Yeah, why would you ever do a power action to place it, to get rid of it? I don't, because from what I'm understanding, you could just put as many, like equipment is a subset of object, right? So you could just run by, pick up equipment. I don't think there would be a limit to how many equipment you could put in the Bag of Holding. So they'd all be on the card. And then you just free action choose the effects that you want. So why would you do a power action to get rid of it? Unless you're trying to give it to somebody else. That could be a thing. Interesting. Okay. I think it'd be worth it. It could be worth it. I'd have to, play around with that and see what we could do. Okay, Beholder, big one. Monster mystical ruler. Some really good keywords. Plans on plans. Super senses, willpower, and safeguard outwit. So he basically has cosmic energy and super senses traded without it being cosmic energy, without it being a team ability, because there's characters that can get rid of team abilities. It might be better this way. Yeah. And the special defense, which is in 2 places on the dial. Stop impervious the first time this click is revealed. After resolutions, the turn ends. Once per turn, Beholder may re-roll a d20 they re-rolled. Okay. Then the special damage is a weird order that they put on this card. The special damage power is every other click. That's outwit. Free, choose an opposing character within range and line of fire. The chosen character can't use the effect of equipment until your next turn, which is amazing as well. Because, I got to look at Mjolnir again because I know it says that if they have the qualifying keyword, they can't, the Mjolnir can't be unequipped or destroyed or whatever. I don't know if it says if they can get prevented from using the effect. And his special attack that he has the whole time, precision strike. When Beholder attacks, roll a d20. And then from the rules, like the forum, I think I read, you roll the d20 like before you're rolling the attack. So you know what's going to happen if you do hit. Anyway, lots of really great effects. Of course, you want that 1920 to pop off whenever you can. Death ray damage from this attack is penetrating. This attack is a critical hit after resolutions KO a hit target. But and a lot of great effects. They're all decent effects. And like I've said in other videos, this and with the treasure chest, it adds to the chaos of the game, which to me makes it more fun. Uh, when you can't really predict what's going to happen in the game. That's something I really like. This guy's beautiful. Anyway, let's build a team with him. So we're doing him at 150 points. Not going to do the full 300 because that's just kind of that'd be a really short team making video. Yeah, just going to play him at 300, maybe some stuff on the sideline. Anyway. Oh, he's got improved targeting for hindering and characters and shoots out of adjacency, which is nice. I kind of wish he was giant because he is big, but that's okay. Anyway, at 150 points, he starts with 8 move running shot, 11 attack, 19 defense with impervious, and a 4 damage with probability control. And having probability control is kind of critical sometimes. Probability control is critical all the time. But when we get to other things you might be able to do with him. Anyway, so this is going to be a monster theme team. 300, modern. And the next character on the team is going to be Blackout. Now, I chose Blackout. One, I really like Blackout. I've used him a few times, and he's fun. And he does something kind of unique. He's got traded poison, smoke cloud, and stealth. Smoke cloud is free, but with a minimum range value of 1. So just like right around him if he wants to do it for free. But damage dealt to opposing characters occupying Blackout smoke terrain marker is penetrating, which is great. So like if you don't roll, I don't know, the 19 or 20 for Beholder, you can still make his damage penetrating by running Blackout up there. He can hypersonic 7 out there, make an attack, whatever, and then smoke cloud around him, including the characters you want the Beholder to hit, and then have the Beholder running shot and blast that with penetrating damage. And then on the last half of his dial, Mastermind, Super Senses, and Toughness is his special defense. I mean, he is a little pricey for how possibly easy it is to take him down. It is not too hard to take him down if you can either like see through stealth and do penetrating damage like Pensai, or if you can if you got exploit weakness and get up in his face. He is not too difficult to take down. For 80 points he's a little expensive, but I do really like that effect of him being able to provide penetrating damage to your whole team basically. Next is kind of a staple for me on any monster team. That is Jack Russell, the rare from the next phase set. He's got the traded support, and perplex, and support as free, but only to choose characters with the monster keyword. So, yeah, he's a solid piece, solid choice for me. Like Beholder, like being able to heal the Beholder back up, after he might take a few hits. I think that's awesome. And he can even heal Blackout if the situation arises. He's got the perplex. And then he has a stop click at the end. When this click is revealed, you may replace Jack Russell with a character named Werewolf by Night. On its last non-KO click, if you do, your opponent scores Jack Russell immediately and does not score the replacement character of this game. So, on the sideline, you do have a Werewolf by Night. Now, because of the rules of one awesome clicks, the one here on my sideline is the uncommon from Wheels of Vengeance. And last click, 10 attack, 3 damage exploits, always good. But, you can possibly roll the 5 or 6 for the Moon trait, and he'll get attack +1 and flurry. It doesn't say they can't be healed, right? No, last game. And he's got steel energy, so you could heal him up, possibly to his click number 3. Maybe click number 2 if he has flurry and hits. If he gets to click 4 and can activate flurry and hits twice to steal energy back up to 2. I like this Werewolf by Night, but of course, if you do have the super rare from the next phase set, definitely go with the super rare. We'll just talk about it right now. If you've got him, he's awesome. Now he has steel energy, not steel energy. He has flurry on his last click, and he has ways to heal. He's beastly. He is beastly. Anyway, so that's 285 points on the team. Now you can, if you have equipment, you want to put equipment on there, that is perfectly legitimate choice. Beholder, Blackout, Jack Russell, and get some equipment out there. If you don't have any equipment, or nothing that really fits, nothing that really works, you can also just put on a generic werewolf from Wheels of Vengeance. I like these guys at 15 points. When you have blades, I don't really care how low points you are. You can possibly do 6 damage, which I really like. And he's got the moon trade as well. But also, you see how much blades are out there. Blackout's got blades. Jack Russell does not have blades, but Werewolf has blades. Or Werewolf by Night can get to blades. If you're using the super rare one, definitely has blades. But you got the blades out there, so you can put the rare Ares on the sideline. Probably going to be used with Blackout. Like have him hypersonic in with blades, activate the Ares, and he can blades everybody he's next to. Yeah, I like I like that Ares. I put him on a team whenever I can, or on the sideline whenever I can. But that's the team: Beholder, Blackout, Jack Russell, and Werewolf, or some equipment. If I was doing equipment, oh geez, with the new equipment, man, Bloodstone might be a good one. I don't know. Haven't thought about that, but let me know what equipment would you put on if you're not going to put on a werewolf, and who would you put it on? Beholder, Blackout, or Jack Russell? Now there are also other things you can do with this team. This again, one awesome clicks, restricting myself to rares, uncommons, and commons, aside from the main figure we're highlighting. But there are a few that I wanted to point out that would be fun to pair with Beholder if you have them. And one of those is the Iconix Raven. I really, really like her, especially because of her trait here. When a friendly character that shares a keyword with Raven attacks, if the finalized attack total is at least 3 more than the target's defense value, the attack is a critical hit. Great. Makes it a critical hit. And you want the Beholder to prob into getting that. Because then if he gets a critical hit, and then you roll a 19 or 20, that will trigger the death ray. Like the KO, like automatically KO a character. It's always like if you can make it easier to get a critical hit, that makes the Beholder a lot more valuable, in my opinion. Raven is a good way to do that, I think. Probably just at 50 points, but yeah, she's cool. Whatever. What other monsters are good? Oh, the Prime Iua. Now, never made a big splash in anything. I just think he's a lot of fun, being able to copy copy opposing characters. I mean, he doesn't change his values or anything like that, but he's just like he can use their powers until your next turn. Yeah, he's fun. Other Prime, Doc Sasquatch. His perplex is amazing, and he's really hard to kill. Love Doc Sasquatch. Etrigan, you could use the regular Etrigan and the Prime Etrigan on the sideline if you have that. But I think that would be really cool. I don't I would say don't replace the Beholder with the Prime Etrigan unless you think he's like about to die and Etrigan would be better. Don't know why that would be, but yeah. The new Ultimate Hulk, I know, like if you use Beholder at 120 and then the Ultimate Hulk, Beholder at 150, Ultimate Hulk, he's at 120, you only got 20 points left over. You're probably going to use some for the Infinity Gem one shots. It's just two really powerful pieces, and I think that's fun. Beetlejuice, need I say more? He's been talked about quite a bit. Hellcow, I like this monster. Now, like Jack Russell, like you might be able to take off Jack Russell and use Hellcow, just because she doesn't support as free, but it's a way to uh, keep your other guys alive. Jack Russell is a little bit better at it, but he does cost 15 more points than Hellcow. So there's that. Joker and Penguin, the ones that like turn into other monsters, those are fun ones. Yeah, those. Yeah, being able to choose another monster that they turn into, that's a lot of fun. I love Cap Wolf. He's fun, especially like if you use Ultimate Hulk as his pilot. I like that idea because even if you take out Cap Wolf, now you have to deal with a Ultimate Hulk who has a 20 defense, 13 attack, 5 damage, and has flurry. It's like, yeah, that Ultimate Hulk is dangerous. And Cap Wolf, I think, would really do well with him. But that's another. I mean, you could do that. There's just so many really good monsters. The Ghost Surfer, I think, is a great monster. Uh, any of the Black Lanterns, they're all great monsters. Like Batman is a really good one, 40 points, and he can do a lot. Or just use the Necron at 40 points and get him healed up to top. This Kong, of course. I'm sure people are tired of hearing Kong, but he's a great monster. Wendigo from Iconix is a great monster. But, oh, sorry, I did put some objects on here that you could use, like to use the Hell Cycle for 15 points, or the motorcycle, depending on what it is. Hell Cycle, if you want to give Beholder hypersonic speed instead. I think that'd be fun. The Bloodstone, like I mentioned, Trick Arrows. Trick Arrows are hard to beat, but yeah, lots of really good stuff you could use. Anyway, let me know what you guys all think of this Beholder, and what about this team? This team that I built with him. I think it'd be fun. It probably, it's not better. This is a very casual environment, but I think it would be a lot of fun to play this team. Um, but what would you do? What, even if it's not in the actual commons, uncommons, and rares, what do you want to play with the Beholder? Because you just got to put this piece on the board. He is so cool. Looks amazing. Those teeth. Love it. Love it, love it. Maybe this stuff will get my brothers to start playing Heroclix again. Um, but yeah, comment below. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun YouTube jazz. I hope that I helped fulfill your need for some Heroclix content, gave you a quick fix for that. And we'll see you next time.